Hello, so as I promised, and since I've beaten it, I'll be playing some Legacy of the Void. Just a few, I've already made my point about the Warhammer 40,000 connection plenty of times, but I just want to say one thing. I know someone came in during my Heart of the Swarm playthrough complain about like how the art style looks nowadays and how Pandarans are a thing. I mean, as a kid, I found them pretty cool in Warcraft 3, so there's that. But you can see what people mean about the flaws of like pandas now. But otherwise, yeah, you're like here to complain about the story and graphics. But for the graphics, how it has too much like bright and color, I'll get started after I make this point. I want you guys to go on GLG and on a sec and like buy Warcraft 2 because that's on GLG nowadays, and I want you to play that because I know that game has plenty of bright and color too. Pretty colorful game anyway. And hi, Sagi, how are you doing tonight? So otherwise, now that I've got that out of the way, let's start with Whispers of Oblivion. And hi, Robbie, how are you doing tonight? Always, because I'm a filthy casual in strategy and city builders. Alright. It is an era of great uncertainty. The dark god Amon has been reborn on an unknown world, heralding doom for all life in the Kaprulu sector. Before returning to his people to face their judgment, Zeratul scours the galaxy to find a way to stop the coming darkness. Ah, okay. I wonder if you actually heard the disclaimer I was just saying about people complaining about the graphics and story. In this late hour, he seeks the last fragment of an ancient prophecy that could provide a ray of hope.
As it was foretold, Amon, the Dark God, lives again. If any hope remains for our galaxy, it lies in the hands of the Zelnaga. Only one piece of the prophecy remains unfulfilled. That on the world where Amon was reborn, the last light will be revealed. There is one being who knew that location. A creature known as Samir Duran, or to the Terrans, as Narun. In this system hides a long-forgotten Mobius facility. I must hope his secrets still rest within its walls.
Zeratul, it is a great honor. I am Praetor Talus, and I humbly request your aid. An unknown force has been abducting Templar from our colony worlds. My forces and I have managed to track them to a Terran facility, but we are under attack by the Swarm.
Swarm? I'm on my way, Talus. May Adun hide you until I arrive.
Yeah, I agree, Robbie.
Our brethren are being held prisoner across the complex. We must free them before the swarm overwhelms the facility.
Zeratul, I thought I sensed your presence. Let's not mince words. Why are you here?
This place holds information I seek, and my captured brethren. I intend to free them both from the Terran's grip.
This facility is a breeding ground for Amon's hybrid army. My swarm will erase it from existence. But I know that won't stop you. So let me make this clear. Stay out of our way, Zeratul.
Do not fear. We will not abandon this fight, Talus. If we are swift and clever, we can avoid the swarm.
Very well. I have made our nexus point ready for your arrival.
Yeah, I will say, it's like...
The captive Templar are kept just ahead. Ready your blades, warriors.
Okay, can you stop interrupting me, game? I was gonna say, at the very least, compared to the original, I mean, come on, in terms of graphics, 1998 to 2010.
Kerrigan will send the swarm to destroy the station's reactor. We must free our brothers before that happens.
Dark Prelate, we will need to cross the swarm's attack route to reach the captives.
Move forward only when it is clear. Avoid the Zerg's forces at all costs.
My question is, can you do this in one? Or even this, like control more than 12? Oh, that's one point I want to get out too.
For the reckoning.
Get a head start on exploring before Kerrigan attacks.
We embrace the glory of not enough minerals.
Intriguing. Very well. I serve. For now.
I might as well get a sentry to help out.
The swarm gathers for an attack. Warriors, stay clear of the Zerg's path.
You have not enough minerals.
I'm gonna have to
Not enough minerals.
construct an additional pylon soon.
Minions, push forward. Slay these hybrid thralls to the last.
And you guys know I mainly play as Zerg as well, so at the very least I can control more than like 12 at once now in StarCraft 2. And so that's pretty nice. Yeah, I will say Sentry does help as a healer as well, because they actually give you, they heal like the Protoss shield.
Lives have been consumed. They are slaves to the hybrid.
Prevent any reinforcements.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Gotta spare them. Main concern should be, getting some probes gathering.
Eliminate the Protoss base. Glory to our master.
eliminate the central reactor.
Yeah, I know, I gotta get more. In the meantime, I'll morph it back to normal. I don't think I have the budget for enough, to warp multiple units in. I didn't realize environments were destructible. Alright, so all this up.
My life for ire.
Get rid of this real quick. I suppose get rid of the air unit. Alright, get rid of this holding pen.
Thank you. We believed the end was at hand.
What do you know of this facility, Zealot?
The Terrans tortured us, experimented upon our flesh. Most did not survive.
I have seen foul work of this nature before, but Narud is dead. Whose hand brought you here?
Alas, I know not. Praetor, we wish to join you, to avenge our brothers in arms.
Then ready yourselves, Templar.
Orange is...
Warriors, there is another cell ahead. Go forth and claim the vengeance you seek.
I'm gonna have to make more probes, but in the meantime, probably make some photon cannons. Oh, this way?
Terrans are warping in. Impossible.
They are experimenting with pylon technology. We should eliminate these Terrans and reclaim the pylon for ourselves.
Yeah, might actually help. See, yeah, I'm gonna have to make more gateway at this point. Pylon here.
Reclaiming the pylon now. It is hard to believe such primitive beasts could manipulate our technology.
I guess I didn't even need to recruit people. I just needed more supplies, but in the meantime, more pylons. I'll build more photon cannons here. These people try to invade the base. See what I mean? Perfect timing, too. I guess that's the second one in question. Takes care of that. That too.
Well done. Destroying the bridge control has extended a walkway to our nexus point.
Got full workforce going. No, as much as I don't really need. Oh, right, I'm already building sentries, cause like I said, they actually help as healers. Yeah, I know I was overusing a lot of sentries, but what can you do? Especially with how handy they are. One more go. God, please get rid of that. Okay. At the very least, I could build a second base.
Your time is running short, Zeratul.
Kerrigan, you know as well as I that Amon lives. Slaying his hybrid is a meaningless act. We must
Or that
awaken
Thor.
the Naga.
No response. There's a reason to stone on the Zerg. The final cell awaits us, Zeratul. We should delay no longer.
The Zerg forces will move soon. We must be cautious.
Tear apart their reactor. The Queen of Blades demands it.
What is that? I see like one of those lurkers here. Oh wait. That's the name.
Let our enemy know our fury.
By this point, I guess I could start setting up warp gates. Right? Looks like I'm gonna have to take a U-turn for. But first, let me clear out that siege tank. Really? Oh, you got. Just saw the Marauders get sliced in half. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty awesome. Alright.
Both pylons have been returned to our rightful control. Warping in reinforcements now.
Another wave of Zerg gathers. Avoid them if you can.
The swarm is upon you, Mobius Core. We are a tide of death that does not break.
The defenses are growing stronger. Push forward with all our might!
The hybrid are free. Strike them down.
I better be careful with the hybrid here. And I think this is the last one.
We thank you, brothers. The Tal'Darim have been abducting Templar, bringing them to Terran stations, turning us into hybrid.
The Tal'Darim? Those heretics have never ventured so close to our worlds.
This can only be the work of Amon. Templar, where were they holding you?
Izel Naga Temple, unlike any I have seen. It was called Eris, but its location was kept a secret from us.
Mobius and the Tal'Darim both served under Naruv's command. He would have known the location of this temple. The Atreus system. This is where Amon was reborn, deep within the Sigma Quadrant, and under Tal'Darim guard.
You have aided me in my quest, Zeratul. I am honor-bound to help you in yours. We shall help you claim this temple.
And hi Heath, how are you doing tonight?
My forces have secured a location near the temple grounds, and we are ready to move against the Tal'Darim. This should prove to be a truly glorious battle, brother.
The Temple of Eris. Within those ancient walls lies our last hope.
Tal'Darim, seal the temple. None enter until my work is done. Any who defies my order will answer to their High Lord with blood.
The Tal'Darim High Lord is here. This surely bodes ill.
Our difficulties do not end there, Zeratul. This world is in its death throes. The Vespene reserves beneath the surface are turbulent. The planet is in a state of constant eruption.
These fissures are the last remaining source of Vespene. We will have to brave them to raise our army.
I pray this temple of yours is worth it.
Sounds good, though.
I am the voice of the Eclipse. Intriguing.
We are at full power.
Cold is the void.
I'm not imagining that. Am I hearing the start?
Zeratul, the planet's core pressure is rising. This counter will keep you aware of the current seismic pressure. Be prepared to move out. I expect a fissure will erupt shortly.
You have not enough minerals.
Oh, my instincts are telling me I really should, like, make Void Rays.
State thy bidding.
the StarCraft 1 soundtrack right now. Because I thought, like, playing the original game soundtrack was only in multiplayer.
Phase crystals charged. Calibrated void lenses. Processed. You require my skill. Zack, I am the heart. Channel the light of Gawayno. Annihilation commencing.
You know, I will say, one thing I know, Tal'Darim's have a lot better void rays. You'll understand why I say that. Seriously, why do I need carriers when I could use void rays? Ah, okay.
Fissures are forming in these locations. We will need to move quickly to collect the Vespene.
I don't think I know it's like a special in the main campaign. My instincts are telling me to make like Void Ray and Sentry combo. Especially to pick up these Vespines as well. I could obviously make. Yeah, especially with the chain, like the, I guess, in terms of like Warcraft 3, like chain lightning attack.
Intriguing. I am the voice of the eclipse. Very well. I am the heart of darkness. We are
Yeah.
the shadows. We move unseen. It shall be as you say.
I will say this, Robbie, like, I will say, like, you suggested, like, I should play, The Lost Viking and Blackthorn. I really feel like I want to play, The Lost Vikings, because that one was really fun. Ah, yeah, I was making some sentries.
Zack.
I'll just let them defend the base.
The Dark God has no use for you. He will not suffer you to live. You require my skills. State thy bidding. I am the heart of darkness.
I see some invaders coming in. Oh, I will say for Legacy of the Void, I'm really happy they brought back Dragoons, of course. Those are awesome.
Phase crystals charged.
And I'll save the clicking process, like in the main game, when it doesn't have a time limit.
The Tal'Darim are mining these rock formations.
Yes, I'm detecting a strong seismic reading in those locations. They must hide something of value. We should take a closer look.
Have a sustainable army right now, but guess I'll use what I got. Also, just a reminder for mods. No,
Additional fissures detected in these locations.
I guess after, let me finish this. I should let mods know, like, in case people come in complaining about how StarCraft 2 art style is, I'd say the best I can say is tell them to cut it out. Alright, what do we have here?
A natural Vespine vent. I will have the Void Seeker begin extracting it from orbit.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I like that.
Only death will wash away your sins!
Yeah, I better be careful with the base. Unless
This vessel shall avenge.
if I could cut the power.
Dawn a9. Systems at full. Annihilation commencing.
Yes.
Base crystal charged. We are at full power. Channel the light of Io. Zaknaku. Phase crystals charged.
No.
Processed. Calibrate void load.
Get rid of the scoops here.
Arashah.
Why a slow clap?
Base is under attack.
Oh, jeez.
You require more Vespine gas.
Oh, okay.
We embrace the glory of battle.
Alright. For now, let me try to get the Vespine I need.
Paradactyl.
Get rid of the reinforcements here.
Let our enemy know our
You
fury.
require more Vespine gas.
Ah, okay. I mean, same here.
I am detecting another eruption. Fissure locations have been marked.
What's your opinion on this then? Shoot.
Cold is the vote. We are one with
A second vent has been discovered. Seismic readings indicate one more remains.
my skills.
Oh yeah! What Heath said. Personally, these days, I like to think this is a lot more polished than the original. Ah. Better cut the power here. And here too.
Prismatic core online.
Oh, might as well just cut the power for all this. Rid of all these probes here. Alright, enjoy your meal. I have an eye built.
We face the enemy.
At the very least, some backup just came in.
You require more Vespene gas. Base is under attack.
Channel the light of light.
You require more Vespene gas.
So otherwise, I guess I probably should build some pylons. And after that, build some photon cannons. Alright, sounds good. Rid of all this.
Additional fissures detected in these locations.
I was shocked.
Let me see if I could cut the power here.
Cool the rock. Prismatic.
Well, at least they don't cost Vespene gas. Thank God for that.
Phase crystals chop. This vessel shall avenge.
Alright, let me cut the power here.
Annihilation commensal.
I don't know. I'm just like the guy who focuses on destroying pylons before everything else. Because, you know, it just helps with cutting the power for, like, defenses and reinforcements. Alright. Yeah! Well, Protoss are known to be very units are known to be very costly. Regardless.
We face the enemy.
Power here. Oh, where this Colossus here? Gal gone. Stalker gone. How about you just cut the power from reinforcements? I don't know. Well, they're pretty different in this game over the original, as far as my knowledge goes. I have no idea. I know one thing. Taking down this pylon to get rid of these turrets here. Yeah, cause I don't know like any kamikaze like infested Terrans in 2. Yeah, exactly. Like a part of me, like if I ever do a let's play of StarCraft 1, like a part of me just wants to spam destroying bases with infested Terrans. Well, I suppose that works too, just getting rid of the cannons. I think it's time to recruit some sentries. Wow! I see.
Then he shall be disappointed. Eruption imminent. Fissures are appearing here.
I was about to make a comeback, but Talus did it for me. Man, that's a lot of Vespene gas. Ah, oh, I see. I could imagine that. And I assume it's from, like, capturing enough, like, enough sensors from the...
Excellently done, Zeratul. The Void Seeker is now extracting Vespene from all 3 vents.
Okay, like I was saying, yeah, it's like if you collect enough from the Kelmorian Combine. Alright, let's pick up some Vespene. At this point, I don't even need sentries. I just need, like, well, I do, but I'm gonna need a lot more, how many sentries do I have? 4. Oh, about to get 1 more. I need a lot more Void Rays at this rate. I was pressing the wrong key. Oh, man.
Base is under attack.
I don't even know if I better go there in case if they can't handle it. Nope, they're good, they're good. Yeah, I know, like, the first one's a lot more difficult. Which is probably why I don't play it much, but I guess with my experience of, like, well, this and Warcraft 2, I've managed to get up to mission 10, the final mission in the first Terran campaign. Oh, that's old games for you. A lot of the games were pretty hard. Plus, there was no such thing as a difficulty selection in the older Blizzard games.
Our forces are closing upon the temple. We should gather our warriors and strike as one.
And my armies of sentries and void rays. Well, for me, like how I stop like overwhelming forces, probably I just set up like defenses as soon as I can and get rid of this carrier right here. There goes all my sentries, but at the very least, I don't have to worry about an overwhelming amount of anti-air units. Gotta get rid of this.
fissure locations now.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I mean, the original game, like this game has a similar idea, like the enemy already have their base settled. It's like that would say like Warcraft 2. You just had to like, I guess, who am I kidding? As far as I know, Warcraft 2's AI was pretty passive. Like if you cut like their naval support, they don't rebuild it at all, like I'm not kidding. It really doesn't matter at this point. I cut all their power and units. So, let's pop this door open. Might get a slice of pizza during this cutscene.
The way forward is clear at last.
Yes, but the Tal'Darim are not known to take defeat lightly. They will come to rescue their High Lord, and in force.
Go, Zeratul. Find the answers you seek within the temple. Our blades shall grant you the time you need.
You have my thanks, Talus. Entaro Tassadar.
Adun Toridas, brother.
Actually, when the victory screen came, I'll be right back. This is gonna take a bite here and there. And I'm back. Oh. Alright.
The Templar shall stand guard as you and your stalkers infiltrate the temple. May Tassadar's shadow hide you, my friend.
So that's what Colossi looks like.
High Lord, the intruders breached the temple. They will be upon us shortly. Seal the access way. I will contact the Master. As the blade of Amon wills.
Zeratul, the Tal'Darim are retaliating. Hybrid are assaulting our forces. Have you made it into the temple safely?
Indeed, but the access way has been sealed. The Tal'Darim likely suspect an intrusion.
My Templar are engaged with the enemy. You will have to continue on alone for now. I will do my best to monitor your movements.
Warriors, we must press on. The fate of our galaxy depends on it.
Alright.
My allegiance is yours. And deliver these unbelievers unto the void.
Yeah, time for one of these missions that Dawn of War 2 is heavily based on.
Force fields, we will have to blink through. Honor command.
For this.
In the service
And here comes my doggo.
higher. That photon cannon will reveal my presence. But if I enshroud us in void armor, we will be protected from its assault. I will erase the demons of the past.
That's actually pretty handy.
I My allegiance is yours.
Oh, right.
Glory to the firstborn.
Here?
En Arudi Rashagal. An immortal. A single shadow strike should eliminate it.
Slay it quickly, before it tears through your stalkers.
Well, I didn't even need that. Let me take care of this.
Sukdash Salak.
The Tal'Darim have constructed anti-air cannons on the temple ramparts. Destroy them, Zeratul, and I can send you reinforcements.
Void shield?
Fire will be. Sukdash Salak. En Arudi.
I'm gonna assume after I destroy this, I get like, a reinforcement. I better get them.
Well done. I am sending you reinforcements now.
Of ire.
Thank God.
I will fulfill my calling. I will be redeemed.
I am here in the shadows.
Jeez, I wonder if I'll get a lot of blinkers. Well, stalkers for this.
En Arudin Rashagal. A hybrid. My shadow strike shall be your undoing, abomination. Sukdash Salak. En Arudin Rashagal. I sense an observer overhead. It will reveal my presence. We should navigate around. In service of Ire.
Just got rid of the observer anyway. Right? Link?
I will fulfill my calling. Sukdash Salak.
I will say this too, like after this and Nova Ops, I could even get that done. Like, I might start like those co-op streams as a regular thing too. There's that. On, there we
My
go.
allegiance is yours.
No lives lost either.
Ire. We must not.
The Nerazim must proceed no further.
I believe another of the Tal'Darim's cannons lies ahead.
Yeah, might as well get rid of these. That I could hope for more reinforcements.
You've destroyed another cannon, I see. Well done. Reinforcements are inbound.
I will erase the demon's past.
You know what I think?
Two become one.
That's what I think.
En Arudin Rashagal.
Just... Yeah, that's what I think. Just merge them into Archons.
Sukdash Salak. In the service of Ire. This alcove overlooks the central chamber. That must be where Malash is hidden. Truthbringer, the Terrans have failed and led these intruders here. The great work is in jeopardy. Abandon your fear, Malash. Redemption is at hand. Your universe will be freed of its suffering. Ready your people for war and await my command. It will be done. The Tal'Darim follow Amon to war. We are too late.
There is still hope, Zeratul. That device, the Tal'Darim are using it to communicate with Amon.
Yes, and if we destroy it, we can delay Amon's forces long enough to warn Artanis. I will see it done. The Dark Prelate is nearby. Find him.
Oh, you've already found me?
Shozak Maknul.
Oh, no, you don't.
En Arudin. The chosen descend upon you. Of ire.
Takes care of them.
Glory to the firstborn. Our lives for the Master! I will fulfill my promise. Honor commands. Eradicate them! We must.
Well, at least I got rid of them. Thank God for that.
This should be the last of the Tal'Darim's cannons. Sukdash Salah. I will erase.
The particle cannons have been destroyed, and I am sending you the last of our available forces. Fight with honor, brothers.
Against the Castle de Templar.
Rather just have Archons than,
We must not hesitate. In the purging is complete. Sukdash Salak. My allegiance
oh no, that Colossus was a bit more concerning.
glory to the firstborn. A great power flows through here. It is as if the temple is linked directly to the void itself. You are finally cornered, Nerazim. Tal'Darim, the true god demands their death. Do not fail him.
Why does the name Nerazim remind me of the name Methrazim, which was basically, I think, the true name for the Dreadlords in Warcraft 3?
My allegiance.
Here is Catalyst.
It is done. The Tal'Darim are severed from Amon's guidance. En Arudi.
Something's happening. I'm detecting a powerful fluctuation of void energies.
Zeratul, the keystone shall usher you unto hope. Tassadar, can it be? Talus, I have been granted a vision from beyond, the answer to our salvation. Your salvation shall come by my hand alone. Let your suffering come to its end.
All I could say is that is very rude.
Amon is collapsing the temple. I must leave now.
Very, very rude.
My warriors and I have made our way inside, and are holding back the Tal'Darim. Make your way to us, now!
I am on my way.
This oddly reminds me of like the mission where you have to escape like the Tomb of Sargeras. With only Maiev, of course.
This archway has collapsed. I must find another exit quickly. We must not. I will fulfill my calling. Cease your pointless crusade to prolong the suffering of existence. Give in. Let me free you.
No. Never.
In the service of Ire. I
Now blink.
My allegiance is yours. In the service of Ire. Thank the gods this pathway is clear. Talus, I am nearly upon you. Honor commands. We must not hesitate. My allegiance is yours.
All right, now.
Fulfill my calling. En Arudi.
Move quickly, Zeratul. I am detecting your signal now.
Have any reinforcements here?
There is no time, Zeratul. Make your escape. I will deal with the Tal'Darim.
There must be another way.
Go. Now. And tell our hierarch what has occurred this day.
Oh no, that stalker got left behind. Oh man. I know who to blame, and it's Amon.
At last, the prophecy has been fully realized. And through a great sacrifice, we have been given hope. A vision from the Zelnaga that may aid us in averting eternal desolation. Now, I must return to my people. They will not understand my actions, but I will face their judgment. Make them understand. For only Artanis, young hierarch of the Protoss, can unite our scattered factions as one, before Amon's wrath engulfs the galaxy.
Alright. Now that Whispers of Oblivion is done, time to start the main campaign, Legacy of the Void. After that, I'll do Into the Void last. I have to get my handy-dandy Fallout, like, please stand by sensor bar. Because you guys will understand why, and I know how YouTube gets. So otherwise...
And now, our feature presentation.
I like to play that, so... Again, casual.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Today, we retake our homeworld. And with it, our legacy.
Well, I will say, that's a pretty awesome cinematic. Again, Blizzard is known for that. A great evil looms over the galaxy. The dark god Amon has returned. Spurred on by Zeratul prophecies, Kerrigan and her swarm set out to destroy Amon's hybrid forces, hoping to stop the coming oblivion. With the threat of the Zerg Queen absent, the Protoss hierarch Artanis raised a massive invasion fleet, left the Dark Templar homeworld of Shakuras, and committed to restore his people's former glory by reclaiming their lost homeworld of Ire.
Templar. At long last, we stand at the threshold of destiny. For today, we will restore the glory of our legacy. Today, we will retake what we have lost and reclaim our homeworld. And may the Kala's light guide us.
The invasion fleet stands ready. We await only your command, Hierarch.
You must halt this invasion at once.
Zeratul?
Templar! Arrest this traitor!
No! We will hear him out. The end war has come. Amon, the Dark One, has returned.
This heretic cannot be trusted.
This invasion is a distraction from the true battle ahead. Amon's fury will engulf the entire galaxy.
Do not forget that it was his interference that brought ruin to Ire.
And that burden weighs heavily upon me. Artanis, I have found a way to stand against the coming darkness. You must believe me.
We have been through much together, Zeratul. But far too many have sacrificed, in the hopes that this moment would come to pass. Executor, commence the invasion!
Which ones? Ire or Shakuras? Oh, I see. I see now. All right. Ah, okay.
The reclamation of Ire is underway. We are preparing to siege the warp network at Karasan now.
Well done, Solendis. Once the warp conduits are free of infestation, our forces will strike as one across the surface of Ire.
The Templar await your command, Hierarch.
You require my skills. There are
Yeah, I know. I've already mastered that in Warcraft 2.
Warriors, Ire awaits you. March forth and take it.
Oh, hey, Colossi. Nice.
I have diverted some Colossi to join your forces. Use them well, Artanis.
is that?
Very well.
There is a Zerg hive cluster near your warriors. If possible, we should destroy it.
Yeah, they were introduced in StarCraft 2. I will say StarCraft 2 is free to play too. Partly, of course, nowadays. So if you want to give it a try, there's that.
Fought, my warriors. Let us return our focus to reclaiming the warp conduit.
For Artanis. On guides me. Kassar, a Templar. Ula Sadar. Kentara. For Artanis. Ula Sadar. Ion Kassar, a Templar.
Solendis, the conduit is ours. Warp down reinforcements.
As you command.
Sounds
2
good.
warp conduits remain in the grip of the Zerg. Ready yourselves, brethren.
Yeah,
We
that's
move
my
to
live
victory.
stream chat for ya. It's mostly quiet.
Very wise.
And even my Discord is like that too.
Artemis, there are more hives in the surrounding area. Destroying them would deal the Zerg a crippling blow.
A hive. Warriors, annihilate it.
We strike as one!
Yep, it's sad indeed, I'd say.
This hive cluster has fallen. Continue on, brothers.
One with the shadows. State thy bidding.
At the very least, I'm able amassing an army, of course, so that's a plus.
I serve.
They join us.
We thank you for your aid. Allow us to join you in battle.
We move unseen. Very well. It shall be as you say.
Ah, jeez, the queen. Like the original queen, of course, not the current one.
Another hive lies in ruins. Only one remains, my warriors.
I am the heart of darkness. We cold is the void. We move unseen. Very wise.
That's what they basically are.
The second warp conduit is activating now.
Psi Matrix signal confirmed. Reinforcements warping in at your location.
I am the heart of darkness. I serve. For now. We move unseen. shall be as you say.
Artanis, this brood is coordinated. Their actions are intelligent, beyond feral Zerg.
You speak truly, Zeratul. An unseen hand moves them. We must be on guard.
Jeez, I wonder who could that be? Well, I know female Protoss have become a lot more prominent in the second one as well, so there's that.
The final hive has fallen. Let this be the first victory of many. Ire will be restored.
Reckoning. I am the heart of darkness. You require my skills.
Oh my god, look at this!
I serve.
And my army of
The final conduit lies before us. Show the Zerg no mercy.
Firstborn, your fate is sealed. The impossible hybrid on Ire. It is they who have been leading the Zerg.
How do you mean?
Of your race.
Oh, the army, right.
You require my skills.
Alright.
The warp conduits have been secured. Our starfighters are moving to take this fight across the surface.
Take command of the invasion, Executor. Zeratul, you and I must discuss this most recent turn of events further.
Welcome back, yo! Neptune.
It seems the end war you warned of has begun. Tell me, old friend, what is it you have learned?
I have witnessed the end of all things. Horrific legions of hybrid, raising world upon world. In the darkness, lording over them, a shadowy form. Amon.
Yet, you spoke of a way to stand against him.
This vision was a benevolent one, as if an ancient voice called out from beyond. The keystone shall usher you unto hope.
Keystone?
I saw a burst of light revealing the Zelnaga artifact on the Terran world of Korhal. It is the keystone of this vision. The prophecies speak of Zelnaga standing against Amon in the end times. I believe this keystone will guide us to them.
I have always trusted you, Zeratul, but the burdens of leadership demanded much of me. There are times I am uncertain whether I was truly ready for such weight.
Your doubt is unfounded, young Artanis. You must embrace what you have become, if you are to be the leader we now need.
You will go to James Raynor on Korhal and receive this keystone. I will marshal our forces for the war ahead. When you return, the Templar will be ready. Entaro Tassadar, old friend.
Entaro Artanis, brother.
That was good.
Zeratul, you must secure the Zelnaga keystone from James Raynor. My forces will reactivate the Spear of Adun, A warship that will be invaluable in the battles ahead. May Tassadar's shadow hide you, my friend.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he was the main guy in Wings of Liberty.
The Void Seeker lies in ruins. What has transpired here?
Zerg, protect the Dark Prelate.
The Zerg in this area should have been eradicated. Stalkers, hurry to the Nexus point nearby and warn our brethren. I must investigate this further.
Veraku. We move unseen. Very well. The enemy surrounds us. Proceed with caution. Very wise. For the reckoning, we will have to blink across this chasm. Very well. I serve. Now.
Well, I was just like thinking, maybe I should probably stay on the road, like a lot of guards would say in Oblivion.
Mutalisks. Focus particle disruptors upon them. Very wise. For the reckoning. Veraku. It shall be as you say.
Zeratul, the Templar stationed here. I can no longer sense them within the Kala.
Is that not impossible? Your kind cannot disappear from the Kala, unless your nerve cords are severed.
Then the impossible has happened. I can no longer sense Artanis. There is only a void in the Kala where he should be.
The shadow moves against us, Executor. Artanis is in grave peril.
You must raise an army and find him. My Phase-Smith Karax will help you re-establish this nexus point. Zeratul, save Artanis.
Right. I know one thing, I must construct additional pylons.
Dark Prelate Zeratul. I am Karax of the Kalai caste.
Friend Karax, we must establish this nexus as quickly as possible.
And hi Odin, how are you doing tonight? Also, just as a reminder for mods, if anyone comes in complaining about,
It should be able to summon my Nerazine brothers.
Oh, okay, cool.
Dark Prelate, we answer your call.
Don't remind me about the Plutonia experiment. Alright, as I was saying, assuming you can see this, Odin.
Move unseen.
Excellent. You should train additional warriors to deal with larger enemy threats.
Okay. If anyone comes in complaining about how StarCraft 2 looks different to the first one, just let them know to cut it out, because we're here to have fun.
To warp in more stalkers, you will require Vespene gas from the geyser near your mineral fields. Order a probe to warp in an assimilator on top of the geyser, and you will be able to gather Vespene.
State thy bidding.
Oh! I didn't realize those were geysers.
You must construct.
My main concern is constructing additional pylons. Very least is 75.
You have not enough minerals.
There.
I am the voice of the eclipse. Veraku. Intriguing. For the reckoning. Very wise. Intriguing.
The Nexus Point has been re-established. Once your warriors are ready, you should proceed with your mission, Dark Prelate.
I'm already getting started.
We move unseen. Veraku. It shall be as you say.
Well, I mean, that's very common in these kinds of strategy games.
Very wise. Very well.
I mean, I've never played Dune 2, like the old sci-fi series, Doom. You know, the one about the spices? Because I know the one that Westwood made. I assume they also use resources as well. You'd go for both.
For the reckoning. Very well. It shall be as you say.
We embrace the glory of battle.
To L.
Be as you say. For the reckoning.
There, another void pylon.
We are at your service, Zeratul.
Zeratul, the Zerg are moving to attack. Rally your defenses.
Veraku.
Let me... Really? No photon cannons?
You have not enough.
We move unseen. I am
Yeah, I know. You just... For me, it's like, at least they tell you which key you have to press.
intriguing.
That's why these days I always like press A, then left click over right clicking. Because it helps a lot.
State thy bidding.
You know, I promised to do this, but with how much this game interrupts me, nah, not this time.
Denier of the Kala. Die!
For the reckoning.
These zealots have been corrupted. The hybrid must be behind this. Let us move with purpose.
I serve for now. We move unseen.
We embrace the glory of battle.
That's enough for a full workforce.
Intriguing.
expect a full.
It shall be. Acquire my skills.
We embrace the glory of battle. We stand.
Cold is the void. You require my skills.
I knew it was there.
Appears to be the last void pylon in the area.
From the shadows we come. You require my skills. I serve. We are one with the shadow.
Command.
I am the heart of darkness.
I feel like I'm gonna need a lot more zealots and stalkers at this rate. 80s? Don't you mean 90s? That should be good enough.
We move unseen. Very wise.
Alright. Now that I think about it, I think there might have been like a joke video where you play like StarCraft in the 80s. I have to look that up and post it on my Discord server.
Executor Solendus, I have encountered your missing Templar, but they have been corrupted, as if possessed. Solendus.
That cannot be good at all.
Intriguing.
Zeratul, I can sense your presence. The Kala is filled with rage. My mind is being consumed.
Artanis, you must hold on. We are coming for you. Your lives are meaningless, purposeless. I grant you salvation. The Dark God is here, on Ire. He has wrested control of the Kala. The Templar have fallen. With our nerve cords severed, only we Nerazine remain unaffected. It falls to us to halt this madness, brothers.
Yeah, before I start my escape, try to find a video just to show my reaction to something that's coming up. I just hope I don't get a copyright claim for this. One with a close-up.
I bring wisdom in times of chaos. We must reach young Artanis. I only pray that we are not too late.
I'm playing a clip from an anime, just so you know.
Of salvation.
To the Dema. I shall find a way.
Kala, fury, and rage.
I will fulfill my calling.
There he is.
I can hear his whispers.
Fight, Artanis. Do not let Amon consume you.
Unending hatred.
He has corrupted the Kala. Your nerve The keystone will guide you to the cell marker.
Zeratul. Forgive me.
Alright, let me show you my reaction to Zeratul's death. If I named him after... If I named one of my old Neopets after him, like, way back I made the account that's still active. Back in 07. This is what I mean. Man, muted. Yeah, the feeling is mutual, Nanachi.
Smith Karax, I have been looking for you.
Artanis, praise the
Your
gods.
nerve cords, they must be removed.
It was done by the Dark Templar. I am free of the Kala's corruption. Are there others?
I have saved all that I could. Come, we must escape this world before time runs out.
Escape? How?
The Spear of Adun still rests beneath the ruins of Kor Shakal. Its generators are ancient, but a phase smith of your ability will know how to bring them online.
The Spear of Adun. I am honored to have the opportunity. This is fortune we cannot ignore.
Indeed. Come, we must go at once.
Hyrok, we are en route to the Spear of Adun. As long as its generators still function, I should be able to bring them online. Once the spear is fully activated, we must flee from this fallen world.
Alright, let me get a quick bite of the pizza slice and I'll be right back. Or I'll be back, I mean. Oh, I see. I don't know. I've been wanting to get like Little Caesars. They look a lot better than Pizza Hut, that's for certain. But yeah, I'm back, you guys. I've never been to Kroger.
The Spear of Adun lies dormant beneath the heart of the Conclave. I had hoped to raise it, to secure our victory against the Zerg. But now, it is our last hope for survival.
Why do you flee from your salvation?
Celendis. She has fallen under Amon's control. Karax, we have to bring the Spear of Adun online.
The first power cell is activating, but the remaining 4 have been disabled by creep.
I see. We have no choice but to clear them. What of our defenses?
Unfortunately, they are without power. However, the Spear of Adun support systems can aid us. They will allow us to deploy pylons anywhere on the battlefield. We should deploy one here as soon as possible.
Why not between the cannons and the battery?
These photon cannons can defend our nexus point, Hierarch. They require only a pylon to function. You can warp in a pylon using the Spear of Adun. Press the Deploy Pylon button at the top of your command screen. Our cannons will now fire upon enemies within range. If they become damaged, the shield battery will restore their shielding.
These defenses will indeed be vital to our evacuation, but our first priority must be to clear the power cells of creep.
You mean those, slug-looking robots?
Intriguing. You require my skills. It shall be as you say.
Oh, I see.
Cold is the void. State thy bidding. Veraku.
You have not enough minerals.
We can now transform our gateways into warp gates. This allows us to warp in warriors to any area with pylon power.
You knew I was gonna do that anyway.
The second power cell is active. The Spear's sensor array is reacting.
Do not deny your destiny, Artanis. Your people have finally found true unity.
I am the heart of darkness.
Sensors online. Wait, what is this? Warp prisms approaching our nexus point.
Stalkers, eliminate those warp prisms.
We move unseen. You require my skills. It shall be as you say. Very well.
That takes care of that.
We move unseen.
Oh, I could make 4 now. That's pretty nice. But in the meantime, I have to get...
You have not enough minerals.
like, cybernetic core.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
I don't care.
You have not enough minerals.
Nope.
You have not enough minerals.
We are one with the shadows. Very wise. It shall
Ah,
be
okay.
as you say. I serve.
Yeah, at the very least, in StarCraft 2, they reload automatically.
Circling bioforms on approach to our nexus. We must rally our defenses.
You have not enough minerals.
Very wise. Veraku.
You have not enough minerals.
State thy bidding.
I am detecting unpowered warp gates nearby. Constructing a pylon next to them would restore their power, giving us an advantage. The Spear of Adun's deploy pylon ability would be ideal for this. Of course, our probes can always warp in pylons as well.
You know, I was gonna do
Warp
that.
Online. We can begin warping in warriors from it immediately, Hierarch.
Void. I serve. For now.
Might as well set up my defenses like this.
We move unseen.
You must construct additional pylons.
I am here in the shadow.
My life for Ire.
Ah,
The heart of darkness.
I could imagine that. This is, yep, Amon's force.
Struggle no more. Be released from your pain.
Ow, we just cut off our cords anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I serve. For now. Intriguing.
Alright.
We are one with the
Karax, I've brought another warp gate online. Prepare it for immediate use.
Yeah, oh, with Zeratul's death?
as you say.
Thank God you could just rewatch it after this is done.
Very well.
Well, please create 4 stalkers.
I am here in the shadows. You require my skills. Very well.
That moment I'm starting to realize, do I really need all these zealots? I've realized I think the stalkers can take care of themselves.
I serve for now.
All life is broken, flawed. It must be reforged.
Yeah, I know. Oh man, T-Volt? That really takes me back. And welcome back, by the way, Odin.
Every hand turns against you.
Oh, okay.
The ground beneath your feet carries the seeds of my victory.
It shall be as you say.
Nidus worms. Warriors, strike them down. We are not defeated yet.
Hierarch, I am detecting a Protoss presence in that direction. That path does not lead to a power cell.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize that was the base. So we'll cut the power here.
You must construct additional pylons.
I am here in the shadows.
Might as well take down these Nidus worms here.
Let our enemy know our fury. We are one with the shadows. Intriguing.
If there's one thing I really loved about TiVo is like whenever I recorded episodes of like my favorite shows, it was probably around that time. Around the late 2000s, like I used to watch a lot of Cat Scratch and The Secret Show, so I would always replay episodes of those back then. Probably an old documentary called Walking with Monsters Before the Dinosaurs. Those are the ones I used to replay on TiVo. Or whenever I recorded them through that.
Let our enemy know our fury. We move on. I am the heart of darkness. It shall be as you say. Very well. We move unseen. Very wide. Veraku. For the reckoning. I serve for now.
Yeah, back then, I will say this. I actually used to watch,
All conflict shall end.
okay, like I was saying, I really loved watching documentaries about, like, prehistoric beasts or, nature and whatnot, or Under the Sea. I meant literally, not the Little Mermaid song, just so you know.
Another pack of Zerglings is approaching our nexus from the south.
Shall be as you say. Very well.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Intriguing.
As far as I know with the animation for Zealots in 1, I always thought they were poking the enemies with their blades. Mm-hmm. I don't know the entire song, because I hardly remember The Little Mermaid anyway. Keep in mind, I was like a little kid when I used to watch VHS tapes of old Disney movies.
you say. I serve.
I'm hoping I could find like one more warp gate.
Very wise. We move unseen. Very well. It shall be as you.
Well done, Hierarch. All of the abandoned warp gates are now under our control.
Alright, Stalker galore.
For the reckoning.
Oh yeah, that was all of them.
We are one with the shadows. Intriguing.
Time to bring in the power.
I would advise caution, Hierarch. You are approaching the Zerg's hive cluster. It will be heavily defended.
Intriguing.
I guess I'll go the other way around.
Very wise. We move for now. We move unseen.
Indeed.
Shall be as you say.
We're almost finished, Hierarch. The Spear of Adun is nearly online. Only one cell remains.
Right?
Enough. The end to the cycle of infinite madness has come. Cease your struggle against the salvation I bring.
No.
For the reckoning. We move unseen. Intriguing. Veraku. For the reckoning. Intriguing. Shall be as you say. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Very wise.
Okay, I really need to remember, like, in the future, I need to use those shield batteries. They're actually pretty helpful.
Shall be as you say. Base is under attack. Intriguing.
Look at my army of stalkers.
Base is under attack. It shall be.
Yeah, they're actually pretty handy, especially that they automatically heal your building's batteries.
We move unseen. I serve for now. It shall be as you say. Very well. We move
So, I got that out of the way. Let me... I don't care. I just want to build a bunch of pylons for more stalkers.
is the void.
Get rid of this hybrid real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's another thing. StarCraft 1 didn't have the perk of, like, automatically, like, repairing your buildings, or even doing this. Alright, take care.
The Spear of Adun is ready to depart. Warp all Firstborn free from Amon aboard, Facesmith. We must flee this world if we are to survive.
As you command.
Alright. So we'll be introducing in our little mission control area. So this will be like Hyperion or the Leviathan, the previous campaigns. So there's that. Alright.
Engineering, at last of the three great Ark ships, each created to ensure the continuation of our culture in a dark time. Within its chambers rest contingents of zealots, Templar who bravely sacrificed, entering suspension so that they may serve as this vessel's army. Though it pains me greatly, I have begun severing their nerve cords. The ship's lower decks contain a star forge capable of constructing weapons of war. There is much to learn about this vessel. Its technology is ancient, yet highly advanced. We are aboard a relic from a glorious time, when our culture shined as a constellation. The Celestial Array has been updated, Hierarch. From here, you may select our next point of travel.
With this vessel, we will avenge what has transpired, Karax, and we will free the Templar.
All right.
Ire lost once more. My grand vision of reclamation left in ruins. I have failed my people. This must not stand. The Nerazim of Shakuras ritually sever their connection to the Kala. Because of this, they are now the last free Protoss. I must reach them before Amon's armies. The Terrans of Korhal have in their possession the Zelnaga Keystone, which Zeratul foresaw would lead to our salvation. Though I have not seen Commander Raynor in many solar returns, I believe he will give the Keystone to us.
Yeah, I want my Dark Templars.
Is overrun. Loss of life is extensive. Hold. We are receiving a transmission.
Praise the gods. Artanis, you live.
Matriarch Vorazun, what has happened here?
Shakuras has fallen. The warp gate links
linking this world to Ire has been reopened. Countless hybrid and Zerg pour from the other side. They've obliterated our cities, decimated our Shadow Guard. We are trying to evacuate the remaining population, but I am uncertain whether we can hold long enough to get them safely away.
We will give you the time you need, Matriarch. My Templar are inbound.
Hierarch, before our armies engage the enemy, it would be wise to review our military capabilities within the War Council.
Sounds good.
A preserver? Released from stasis?
She still bears her nerve cords. She is tethered to the collar.
Hold. I am Rohana, Grand Preserver of the Valari, and your War Council advisor. You must be the Executor in command.
You are not possessed by the Dark One. How is this possible?
I feel darkness lingering at the edges of my every thought, but I am not corrupted. Preservers of my station have trained to control Hukalla's every ripple. I assure you, I will stave off this evil and serve you better by doing so. As all preservers, I hold the memories and personalities of Protoss prior to my submission to stasis. This will allow me to contrast your tactical decisions with those of past executors. From this chamber, you will be able to make all military allocations.
I am Artanis, Hierarch of the Daylon. I lead all that is left of our civilization. Your memories are indeed of use, Rohana. But make no mistake. If you fall to this corruption, I will not hesitate to destroy you.
It is understood. I am prepared for the Firstborn's darkest hour. Come, let me show you what may be done here. The assembly panel awaits, Hierarch. We may begin whenever you are ready.
All right.
The assembly panel allows... Now you may choose one of the two factions for use in upcoming battles. These assignments are not permanent and can be altered as our combat needs change. Many battles await you, Hierarch. Choose a faction and lead them to glory.
The Shadow Guard waits. We are the Blades of Iron.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the stun.
I am here in the shadows.
I have returned.
Oh.
I am here in the shadows.
I have returned.
Yeah, no, I'm obviously going with Dragoon. Like, you can't stop me. I love them so much in the first game.
I have heard only tales of the Grand Preservers. I did not expect to encounter one aboard this vessel.
That is not surprising, Hierarch. My sisters and I are unique, trained from birth to master every intricacy of the Kala. I have experienced its true depth, plunged the infinite spectrum of emotion and memory. It is because of this gift we were selected to enter stasis, so that we may guide you in our most dire hour.
Your sisters were aboard the other Ark ships? Then they...
are one with the Kala, fallen during the Zerg invasion of Ire. I know this. I feel the tragedy that has befallen us, more deeply than you may realize.
A terrible burden has been laid upon you, Rohana.
Yet it is my fate to bear it. A fate foreseen by the same minds that constructed this vessel. I trust in their wisdom, Hierarch. I will serve my purpose, much as you must serve yours.
My Dark Templar were tracking your invasion on Ire when we were cut off. Then the warp gate opened. What happened, Artanis?
Amon used the collar to seize control of the Templar. I could feel his rage tearing through me, and I was powerless against it. Zeratul found me. It was there that he...
Yes?
He tried to free me. And he succeeded at the cost of his own life. He fell by my hand.
It was Amon's deed, not yours.
Zeratul came to me with a warning, but I did not act. Because of this, he is now gone, and the stars burn dimmer for his loss. Amon's deed or not, I carry a burden, Matriarch. One that cannot be easily lifted. Karax, even without the Kala's light, I can sense your sadness, your pain. Does the Spear of Adun bring you no joy?
That is just it, Hierarch. Without the Kala, it is as if I am blind. I cannot sense your feelings, know the true depth of your thoughts. I cannot call upon the surety of other phase-smiths. I am alone.
I feel the isolation as well, as though thrashing within the vacuum of space. But you are not alone, brother.
To think, the Dark Templar have endured this existence all this time. The days ahead will not be easy.
We may not have the Kala to rely on, Karax, but we still stand as one. We will endure. There is no other option.
Alright, let's get this started.
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Telemetros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch.
Well, Talamachos was blown up in Brood War. Guess they had time to rebuild, I suppose.
Shakuras teams with Amon's Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Telemetros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal.
Hallelujah. Yes, I actually like Dark Templar. Just so you guys know. Rather, I really love them.
I am but a captain. I will comply. Clever. I am the blade of the Narazine. I am intrigued.
This.
These vaults hold the city's last energy reserves. Claiming them should aid you in the fight ahead.
I will comply.
Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher. By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit.
Karax, are any of the Spear of Adun's weapon systems ready for use?
Orbital strike is online. Designating targets.
The Thrasher has been weakened. Warriors, move in and seal its fate.
Got tuned.
on,
Strikes
come on.
can now be fired from the Spear of Adun's command panel, Hierarch.
I am but a phantom.
Alright, that takes care of that.
Launcher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
Clever. I will comply. I am but a phantom.
Okay, I'm surprised there's not many detectors around here.
The Zerg have extensively fortified this area. An orbital strike would help us break through their defenses.
I am the blade of the I am but a phantom.
Yeah. They do help with air units, but that's for certain. Well, the orbital strikes, of course.
You have not enough minerals.
The surplus supplies of
Seek our service. Clever. Cartoon. I will comply. I am but a phantom.
Oh yeah, but they're not detectors though. Why there's no overseers yet? Do I have... Okay. Okay, thank God. So yeah, should be, getting the batteries ready. Well, I'd rather the defense ready.
What would you ask of us? I am intrigued. I am but...
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first.
Oh, am I supposed to do that? 'Cause when they can't attack air units.
Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
Oh. Very least you should be glad about that, Artanis, because...
The first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
Get the first batch of cannons. Yes! Got him, though.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
From the shadows I come.
You have not enough minerals.
You think I care?
What would you ask of us? The darkness rides. I bask in the battle is upon us.
assault.
At the very least, I've dealt with plenty of these in co-op, and I know what to do with them.
The Thrasher has been eliminated. This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays.
Still gotta find a Solarite reserve, though. One thing I know for certain.
We have secured a second launch bay.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
You have not enough minerals.
About to say, can I get more Dark Templars?
I am the blade of the Narazim. Clever.
Man, that reminds me. I remember when the Dark Templar in StarCraft 1 were pretty OP.
I am intrigued.
I'll get rid of this as soon as I can. Oh, that must be one of the reserves here.
I will comply. I am intrigued. Khatum. By the void. Clever.
All right.
I am the blade of the Narazim. I am but a phantom. I will comply.
Oh man, I need like 50. I don't even need to take it down since everything else is gone.
By the void. I am intrigued. I will comply.
Alright, now let's clear out this area. And get the second to last, or third to last, I'll say second to last launch bay. Like so.
The infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
I am intrigued. I will comply. I am but a phantom. I am the blade of the Narazim.
Yeah, I just thought I might as well blow him out anyway. Come on, there we go.
Another Thrasher has appeared. You know what must be done.
Yeah, I know, Vorsoon, I know.
Clever. From the shadows I come. Cartoon. I will comply. Jakku. By the void. I am in you.
Hold on.
That should buy the conduit more time.
That moment I was envisioning that fight like in a tabletop game. Hey, like Warhammer 40,000. Oh, no you don't. No you don't, boy. Nuked from orbit, nice.
We are recovering the last Solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch. You must construct additional pylons. This will provide us with supply we can use to train new warriors.
Let's make 3 more.
I am but a phantom. I will comply. Clever. By the void. Cartoon. I am
So yeah, I think by this point I just need to take out the last, well, just clear the last launch bay.
clever. Cut from the shadows I come. I am the
Come on. And done. That actually helps a lot.
I am the blade of the Narazine. Cartoon. By the void. I am but a what you ask.
And that's that.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it.
All right.
Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, The Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon Zerg poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lizul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Ire.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Ire. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
So I'm gonna assume that the point
The Solar Core requires your attention, Hierarch. Please visit it at your earliest convenience.
This is the defend the temple thing.
Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had ire. Our culture is all we ever had.
I guess for me, I feel like a lot of those people are probably stuck in the past, I suppose. At least that's what I think. Don't judge.
Cloaked warriors are now available for deployment.
Vengeance for Ire.
No.
Khatum.
Yes.
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver. The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the Aeon of Strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
Yeah, and like I said, I was having so much fun with Legacy of the Void to the point, I didn't realize I was almost done with the game too. That's one thing for certain. Now let's be introduced to the Solar Core.
The Solar Matrix Core. Truly an impressive sight.
A synthetic star. Imagine what went into its creation. This chamber provides power to the Spear of Adun and all its systems. Its radiance even contributes nourishment for our warriors.
How long until you can bring its tactical systems online?
System analysis has begun, but the star has lain dormant for an eon. It will take time, and a powerful ignition catalyst like Solarite to restore it to full capacity.
Solarite? The Firstborn haven't utilized Solarite in millennia.
This vessel is ancient, Hierarch. We will need to exhaust even unconventional resources if we are to bring it to bear.
what you can, Phase Smith. We will acquire what you need.
Very well. You may begin augmenting the solar core whenever you are ready. Select the core to start reviewing your options, Hierarch.
Can I talk to you first, Karax?
You look different, Phase Smith.
Ah, you must be referring to these mechanical arms. I constructed them to improve my efficiency while running the solar core. So far, they have been quite helpful.
Nice.
This array displays an overview of the Spear of Adun's weapon and support systems. Each system can only be configured to have one active ability at a time. You may select different abilities to complement your tactical decisions in different battles, Hierarch. Our current available Solarite is displayed here.
Yeah.
The leftover Solarite can be routed to our auxiliary systems.
Let's see. Oh, are you referring to I see what you did there. Yeah, for now I'm just gonna max out this, but obviously once I get more Solarite, I'll replace it with this.
The evacuation ships have reported in. All are present and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun.
This was not an easy decision, but I would rather see Shakuras destroyed than overwhelmed by Amon Zerg. We have much to plan, Hierarch.
Tell me, Vorazun, how will we bring destruction to your world?
The Zelnaga Temple's phase prism can be overloaded, forcing a spike of energy into the planet's core. Enough of a charge and the planet will shatter. Amon will not possess my world.
I have been thinking about this choice.
Are you reconsidering?
No. My time here has reminded me of the courage of your people. That we must fight. If we are to suffer, then so too will Amon. We will lure as many of Amon's hybrid and Zerg through the gateway as we can. Only once enough are through to wound him will we overload the temple and flee.
You mean to bleed him? Bold. But we can't risk the forces it would require to do such a thing.
Leave that to me, Matriarch. I have learned much from the Dark Templar.
Our forces have secured the Zelnaga Temple grounds. Artemis, how go your preparations?
I am configuring the temple now, but without the Uraj and the Callus, it will take time.
Time is not all it will take. The temple's energies are regulated by 3 Zenith stones. Only once they are destroyed can the temple be overloaded.
Until then, we must defend it from the Zerg and their hybrid masters.
The Nerazim have long used Kadaran monoliths to protect our lands. I see your phase smith has become familiar with them.
Indeed, Matriarch. The monoliths are quite deadly and fire a considerable distance. They should prove instrumental in our defense.
The moment has come. Let us begin. The sooner the Zenith Stones are destroyed, the better off we shall be. The Zerg will overwhelm the temple grounds shortly.
Agreed. Although, should it become necessary, my Dark Templar can sneak through the enemy and destroy the stones.
Yeah.
What would you ask of us? I will.
Why didn't they build, like, batteries here? That's what I want to know.
Clever.
I have to build them as soon as I get enough minerals for it. In the meantime, I'll destroy these Zenith stones. A lot of co-op for this, based on this mission too. Hopefully I might be able to... then again, I was...
Exercise caution when attacking a Zenith stone. The energies within may become volatile as it is damaged.
I was gonna say, then again, like, considering I played a lot of Dahaka, I didn't build too many defenses myself. Yep, unlike with a buddy of mine. Like, for example, Max and Ellen. Meantime.
Clever. Cartoon. I am the blade of the Narazine.
Do I have enough for,
Hierarch, there are more resources nearby. We can construct a second nexus near them to accelerate our harvesting.
Yeah, I know.
I am but a phantom. I am the... Make use of me. Without sights, return the instructions from the command.
I have one more Zenith stone to take care of. Meantime...
Another brood of Zerg is preparing to attack from a hive to the northwest.
I am but a phantom. I will comply.
Guess after I clear out all the Zenith stones, I'm gonna have to start building a base here and then set up my defenses.
I am but a phantom. By the void. Clever.
I wonder how Dragoon and Dark Templar combo would be. Yeah, I might as well use that.
It is done. The Zenith stones have been destroyed. Once your task is complete, the temple can be overloaded.
Understood. And the temple alignment is proceeding well. Now, we wait for the Zerg.
Base is under attack.
If possible, we should warp in more photon cannons. They will help our Nexus point defend against enemy incursions.
Clever.
Guess I'll build some pylons here.
You have not enough minerals.
Artanis, our observers are reporting a vast number of Zerg have poured onto Shakuras.
And yet, not a single hybrid. Amon is testing our resolve.
You knew I was gonna do that anyway. Just set up our Dark Templar and Dragoon combo. Suppose I'll get a head start for
The Zerg approached the temple from the southeastern access way.
What would you ask of us?
I'll get a head start on my defenses here.
You have not enough minerals.
Fear is an illusion.
You have not enough minerals. You have not
Yeah, I know.
Ready yourselves, Templar. The Zerg are moving to assault both sides of the temple.
Not on my watch. Yes.
You have not. Our pylon is under attack.
I am intrigued.
The temple grounds are still vulnerable. We should construct more photon cannons and Kadaran monoliths before they are overrun.
I'll build some pylons here as well. Let's start on that.
You have not enough minerals.
Man, how much? Oh yeah, I have the northern part to take care of as well. Like to set up as well.
Base is under attack.
I am intrigued.
Ah, okay. I have enough workforce, so I might as well just get a head start.
Our pylon is under attack. Our pylon is under attack.
the temple grounds.
I have seen this tactic before. They are transporting ground forces. Destroy the overlords, quickly.
What would you
Really?
Our readouts indicate there are nearly 500 million Zerg on Shakuras. All of them moving for this temple.
Let them come. The Templar will endure.
Better start setting up more cannons. And last batch of probes I need set up. Hopefully this is good enough. Well, not yet, because I still have this to build up. Plus, needs more, gateways?
Be on guard, warriors. The Zerg are attacking the temple from all three sides at once.
I am intrigued. From the shadows I come. I am the blade of the Narazim. By the void.
Well, let's see how well the batteries will help out. Oh, that I realized their handiness too. takes care of all of them.
By the void. What would you? Nasperu Unata. The Master's gaze falls on your shadowed world.
By the gods, I have never seen such abomination. Warriors, focus all cannons on the hybrid. We must defend the temple.
Or bring in more dragoons.
I am the
Very least, now I could focus all my probes on this mineral field.
I am the blade of the Narazim.
Base is under attack. Our pylon is under attack.
Dude, what are you doing?
By the void. You seek our service. I am but a phantom. I am intrigued.
Hierarch, I have never borne witness to so many Zerg. Was this the threat my mother once faced?
No, Matriarch. This threat is a far greater one, and it will take all we have to resist it.
I'd better take out these hybrids over here.
I am intrigued.
Get out of here.
I am but a phantom. I will comply.
At this point, I just need like 3 more workers after this.
I am intrigued.
Base is under attack.
Okay, I am not gonna lie. I will say, I don't like where this is going with all these overlords here.
But a phantom.
Oh, I guess I better build more, actually, build photon cannons all over the bases. I don't even know why I talked like that. Oh, man.
Base is under attack.
And one thing I know about the undead in Warcraft 3, that's basically how they built their buildings, just by letting it summon like this. All you have to hear after is summoning is complete. You have to go for a walk again, Neptune. Ah, okay.
What would you ask of us? Base is under from the shadow. Base is under attack.
The moment approaches, warriors. The temple is realigning. It will be ready soon.
Hierarch, I have discovered a solarite cache beneath the Zelnaga temple. If we can hold longer, I should be able to retrieve it.
Begin the retrieval process, Karax. We will hold the temple as long as we can.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, I can tell my turrets can handle all this.
Base is under attack.
1.5 mil. Or not.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Yeah, I better build more of these turrets here.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do, especially with these hybrids.
Base is under attack.
No, I'm really glad I did build all these, like, photons around the base, too. Actually been helping a lot.
Base is under attack. I am intrigued. I am the blade of the Nemesis.
I could see that.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
The temple thrums with energy. It is ready.
Solarite retrieval is still in progress. If we can hold on just a while longer.
Just need like 1.5 bill at this point. I don't know, to be honest, either.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. I am intrigued. I
feel like 2's not enough for, field batteries?
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Base is under attack.
Is under attack. I am intrigued.
Alright, 200 mil left? I could overload. We're almost there. Yeah, I don't think there's any, to be honest. Okay.
Base is under attack.
It is done. The Solarite has been successfully warped aboard the Spear of Adun.
Time to pop it!
Templar, initiate dimensional recall. Get to safety, now!
Nidus worms. The Zerg are poised to breach the temple.
Have faith, Matriarch. Your fallen people cry out for vengeance, and they shall have it.
said that those of our kind suffer, separated from the glory of the Kala.
Well, there goes the planet. That totally wasn't a Spaceball reference, by the way. Totally not intended, though. Alright. I needed that.
An Arudin, Shakuras.
The Nerazim fought valiantly beside us, even unto the destruction of their world. Why?
Their homeworld has always been Ire. They have never forgotten it, or the sacrifice that delivered them to safety.
You speak of Adun. So saith Judicator Zentheon. Adun failed to eradicate the rogue tribes, those who call themselves the Dark Templar. We witnessed the burst of the Twilight Star. In that treasonous instant, Adun ushered the heretics and himself to fate, purifying Ire of their taint, but allowing them life.
Treason? Adun chose mercy rather than committing genocide. This was a noble act, Preserver.
Was it? I see history through the eyes of those who lived it, Artanis.
Perhaps this is why you are blind to all that is before you. History's truths are only ever understood looking through the backwards lens, seeing its consequences take root.
As a preserver, I have always experienced history as a living, breathing now, as those who experienced it in the moment did. Perhaps I should consider the way you view it.
Right, so...
Many of my Dark Templar have volunteered to act as scouts for us. They will keep us aware of Amon's movements. Shakuras is gone. It has become one with the eternal night. But the traditions we forged there will remain with us forever.
Is that still possible, Matriarch?
More so than you may realize. What do you know of the Shadow Walk, Artanis?
Little. Your people closely guard their customs.
It is our most sacred rite of passage. The Initiate stands alone. Members of her tribes strike against her from the shadows. If she endures, she becomes a Shadow Hunter, true Dark Templar.
Why do you speak of this?
You stood alone, as Dark Templar, against countless enemies, risking your life for the many. You have walked as we have. You have walked the Shadow Path already, Artanis. You no longer have the Kala. You are Dark Templar.
Oh, jeez.
Shakuras has fallen, and Amon's grip tightens. If we are to stand against him, we will need more than warriors. As Hierarch, I was made aware of a location where our Kalai scientists experimented on new weaponry in secret. Within the Glacius facility, the Purifier program has been reborn. We must recover this immensely powerful technology.
Let's pick up the keystone.
The Terrans of Korhal have in their possession the Zelnaga keystone, which Zeratul foresaw would lead to our salvation. Though I have not seen Commander Raynor in many solar returns, I believe he will give the keystone to us.
Evasive war!
Protoss vessel, this is Commander James Raynor. Artanis? There, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Friend Raynor, you seem rather occupied.
Just another day at the office.
Who are these insurgents?
Call themselves Mobius Corps, an elite guard that used to work for Dr. Narud. They've been striking worlds throughout the sector, leaving few survivors. Each world attacked reported hybrid leaving them.
Then truly, no world is beyond Amon's reach.
Reinforce those bulkheads. Reposition to Mark 7 Alpha. We need to form a battle line. They've overrun Sky Shield, our orbital defense platform. Looks like they've destroyed its atmospheric stabilizers. It's falling fast. If it crashes, it'll obliterate August Grad.
We will ensure that does not happen, Commander. Engage their fleet and keep their assault at bay.
Like old times, buddy. Like old times.
I will say this though, it's like every time I hear the city August grad, I hope funny too, cause I know I'm an August child. Alright. Yeah, I gotta walk him, so I'm gonna try to talk to everyone I can.
Welcome to the Solar Corps.
I have received word from our scouts. It seems Amon's forces are dividing to conquer separate parts of the sector at once.
It seems fate has drawn us together once again, James Raynor.
I'd call it luck.
Luck is a concept that is purely human in origin. We Protoss see the synchronicity of events, and know there is a grander design behind them.
It don't matter how you see it. The result's the same. So what brought you all the way out here, Artanis?
Zeratul believed that the artifact in your possession, the Keystone, he called it, could guide us to the Zelnaga.
Where's Zeratul now?
The Dark Prelate fell on Ire. His last hope was that I would continue his quest and find a way to stop Amon.
Damn it. Always knew there was only one way this quest of his was gonna end.
His loss is great. I know you called him friend.
I went through hell to get that artifact because of his damned fool prophecies. Lost a lot of good men. If he wanted you to have it, take it. It's yours. Right now, though, we got a city to save.
Yeah, also, just a reminder, I usually keep quiet during these conversations as well. I don't like interrupting stuff like this.
Amon will not rest until every living thing is under his dominion.
I must remind you, our sacred law, the Deul, clearly forbids us to interfere with lesser beings, unless there is a direct threat to the Empire. Your choice to aid these Terrans is perplexing.
Why do you assume that they are lesser beings, Rohana?
I do not make an assumption. Gaze upon them. unsophisticated, primitive. They communicate through orifices, mouths.
Many, including myself, once thought as you do. But I have seen their nobility. In time, you will also.
Exactly. That's all the conversations for this one. Let me create a save. Thank God I had one. Overrided, yeah. Alright, that's it for Legacy of the Void, you guys. So, more to come tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.